Well, students, good evening to all of you. Guys, today we'll discuss the most important topic, teaching strategies, right? So under this teaching strategies, we'll discuss about, what is the meaning of a strategies basically, okay? Importance of definitions of teaching strategies, importance of teaching strategies. And guys, we will discuss some of the teaching strategies like brainstorming, simulations, role playing, okay? Whatever the strategies we discuss, okay? So we see in our lecture. So first we talk about the teaching strategies, okay? What is the meaning of teaching strategies? Guys, teaching strategies, basically it is called the teaching methods, teaching tactics, right? Teaching pedagogies, teaching principles, teaching, management strategies, right? So you should have the knowledge of pedagogies, strategies, principles, okay? For which purpose? In order to achieve learning objectives, right? What is teaching strategy? Teaching strategy means the general principles, pedagogies, and management strategies used by the teacher in a classroom for educating students in the most effective and efficient way, right? Means these strategies you have to adopt. For which purpose? In order to effective and efficient teaching learning process, right guys? So these are selected on the basis of various factors like the teacher's educational philosophies. Just see it, okay? Many times I have told you now that you should have a in-depth knowledge of a philosophies, psychology, teaching learning process to know about the student. Only then you can teach effectively, because Rabindranath Tagore has said that there is a one quotation of Rabindranath Tagore: teacher is a friend, philosopher, and guide, right guys? So teacher has the knowledge of educational philosophy, educational psychology, teaching skills, demographics of the classroom, and the subject areas. So these all the factors decides that, okay, you should use the teaching strategies well or not, right guys? Teaching strategies is the mean to achieve learning objective, right? The last line: using different teaching strategies in a classroom, the teacher ensures holistic growth of the student and also improves their problem solving skills and critical thinking abilities. Great. कितनी बढ़िया लाइन लिखी हुई है, देखिए यहाँ पे, this is the most important, guys. Please underline it. Always I have told you, you should have a copy and pen, okay? Whenever I say that this is the most important line, you should note it, underline it, okay? Later on you will see on the video, so you will also forget, okay? So guys, what is a teaching strategy? Read last line once again. Teaching strategies means means teacher ensures holistic growth of the student. Guys, देखो यहाँ पे आ गया ना, I'm not saying, books are saying, teaching strategies are saying. What they are saying: you are the person who is responsible for the holistic growth of the student, right? So guys, how you can say that student is a poor? Tell me. How you can say that he cannot understand? How you can say that? If you are responsible for the holistic growth, his problem solving skills, his critical thinking skills, now you have come to know that these all are excuses. We don't know because of the lack of methodology, right? That's why, B.Ed, M.Ed, JBT, ETT, Diploma in Education, these are the educational courses by which you undergo through these courses and you come to know that this is a teaching actually, right guys? Definitions of teaching strategies. Stone and Morris has said that teaching strategies is a generalized plan for a lesson which includes structure, instructional objective, and outline of the plan tactics necessary to implement the strategy, right? D.O. Smith has said it: teaching strategy or refers to a pattern of a teaching acts that serves to attain certain outcomes and to guard against others. Okay, both have said that. Even Stone and Morris and the B.O. Smith has said that teaching is a basically teaching is a plan. Teaching strategy is a plan. Teaching strategy is a tactics. Okay, teaching strategy is a method. Teaching strategy is a technique. For which purpose the teacher use? Teacher use in order to get the learning outcome. Okay, means with the help of a teaching or teaching strategy, teacher ensures holistic growth of the student, as well as teacher ensures that they have developed the problem solving skills and as well as decision making skills, okay, which we have covered in the previous slide, right guys? Okay, next we talk about what are the importance of teaching strategies. Okay, first, okay, you should know what are the importance. Teaching learning process becomes effective and easy, right guys? If you don't know the teaching strategy, don't apply that. Okay, so it does not become teaching process does not become effective and efficient. Okay, number second, teaching strategies create and sustain interest in the pupils. Pupils means student, right? Means every day you are teaching in a uh, one way, so it becomes very, you can say that now he only kind of, it will become as a static, kind of the one way you are using every day, right? But you can teach with a different, there are a lot of different things you can teach to the student. Suppose you can teach to the student with the help of, group discussions, debates, brainstorming, simulations, role playing. There are a lot of teaching strategies with the help of you can make your teaching so effective, right guys? Number third, teaching strategies help students begin to understand the process of learning, right guys? Okay, student or it is student is never ever weak, guys. Okay, because now sometimes what happens, he does not get a very good teacher, right? So what happens, whatever the knowledge teacher has, so teacher cannot give the knowledge now beyond his knowledge, right? So similarly student gets that kind of a knowledge. So basically what is a student, who is student? Student reflects you, basically nothing else. Whatever the knowledge you have, student will also have that knowledge. So guys, basically if you want that student should get something, basically you have to improve yourself. They you know there is one my friend who was a psychologist. He always used to say to me, Lalit sir, many parents and teachers sometimes comes at my clinic and says that there is a problem in the student. Well, a student cannot learn, student has this problem, our children has this problem. So basically kehta, after prescriptions, after discussing, I have come to know that the problem was in the parents and teachers, not in the students, right? And it is absolutely correct, because most of the research paper says that. Number four, teaching strategies help students to bypass their areas of weakness. Arey wow, great. This line is also important. Teaching strategies help students to bypass their areas of weakness and to perform at the level at which they are capable. Right, guys? So whatever the weakening they have, if you are using a good strategy, so their weakening problem automatically be removed. Like you can see the Ishant persons in the Tare Zameen Par. Have you seen the movie? Was, Amir Khan was the, actor in the movie, and that little boy Ishant has a problem of a dyslexia, right? So what happened, he was he took the charge of the class, started teaching to the Ishant guy, the problem, the weakening problem. He used that strategy and problem removed, and ultimately what happened, he got the first position in the school. Okay, and in the earlier he was scolded by the teacher, parents and all the persons. Number fifth, helpful in bringing something new to the children. Number six, teaching strategies help of teacher can accelerate the pace of a learning. With the help of a teaching strategy, teacher can pace the learning, accelerate the pace of a learning, right? In conclusions, we say that teaching strategies are the methods and techniques that a teacher will use to support their pupils or students through the learning process. A teacher will choose the teaching strategy most suitable to the topic being studied, the level of expertise of the learner, and the stage in their learning journey. So guys, it has already cleared that no need to improve the students, improve yourself. Okay, you don't have to become a teacher, you have to become a good learner. If you have become a good learner, your teaching automatically be nourished, right? Types of teaching strategies. Okay, now we have come to know that the teaching strategies, we talk about the teaching types of teaching strategies. So first we are discussing the brainstorming. Okay, so under this brainstorming, we will understand the teaching strategies, how the brainstorming happens, what are the assumptions of a brainstorming, and similarly the simulations and others, right guys? So first we are talking about the brainstorming. Brainstorming is a teaching strategies or a tool of a teaching used by the teacher in which maximum or all the student participate while responding or giving personal views, ideas on one topic, right? What happens in the brainstorming? This is a basically group creativity technique by which efforts are made to find a conclusion for a specific problem by gathering a list of ideas spontaneously contributed by its member. Okay, and again further, brainstorming is a technique used to generate ideas around a specific topic, often done in groups, but can be done individuals. The process usually involves writing down all the ideas around a topic onto the paper. A whiteboard or a stick is often implying some kind of association. And the last, it is a key to successful brainstorming. No idea is bad idea. A facilitator is often required to run a group session and extract the required information from participants. Right, guys? So what is the meaning in the simple sense? In an easy way, I tell you, brainstorming, basically it is a group activity. Well, individual can happen, but mostly it comes in the group activity. What happens? Teacher gives a topic to the student and all the students have to speak on that topic. Okay. And brainstorming ensures that no idea is bad, no view is bad. Okay. Let the student be spoken by each and everything. Okay. So no, let the take the response from the students, right? This is a brainstorming. It is a group creativity techniques. Okay, no idea is bad idea. You have to remember. You don't have to stop the student. Okay, let the student say their opinions, views. Okay, and you have to become the facilitator while you are using the brainstorming technique. Right, guys? Next, to conclude. Okay, now we conclude that brainstorming can be explained in the following ways. Number one, brainstorming, it is a process to design to obtain the maximum number of ideas relating to a specific area of interest. Okay, do guys sometimes, all of you. Okay, because whole of the year you take the classes, yeah, you will take the classes. Okay, what you have to do sometimes now, give a one topic to the students and say, okay, you have to speak on this topic. Okay, tell me your idea, this idea, right? Don't make as a formal कि स्टूडेंट को लगे कि टीचर इज गोइंग टू स्टार्ट है ना न्यू थिंग. Make as informal while you are teaching. Take the ideas from the students, let the students speak on the ideas. Actually, basically, his communication skill will improve basically when you start it, right? Basically, you don't know the teaching strategies and you say that you are teaching effectively. You are not teaching effectively basically. Second is that teaching is a technique. A teaching strategy is a technique where a group of a pupil put social inhabitations and rules aside with the aim of generating new ideas and solutions. Means you have to give the freedom to the student. Means rules, these all things get aside. Let's speak. Okay, speak on the idea. Whatever the idea you have come in the mind. Like, English speaking class is going on. How you can improve your speaking skill. You cannot improve your speaking skill by the grammar, by the other things, by the vocabulary, this thing. Okay, let's start speaking. You start speaking. Okay, automatically the day will come, it will be improved. Okay, if because you are not speaking, because you have a mental psychological break, psychological, a mental break problem in the mind. So you start speaking. Similarly, when the student starts speaking, your new ideas will come. So basically, they have actually developed this skill also, right, guys? Basically, they can ask, okay, whatever they have in the mind, right? Guys, sometime what happens, you will not believe, you know, if you will become a good teacher, effective teacher, na, sometimes after a class, student will tell you, sir, you have given this example. Okay, and you will surprise, really, I have given this example, because in a flow, na, you are in that process of a flow, because concept is clear to you, and there is a flow of your teaching, and you start delivering this is called the teaching, basically, right? Sometimes you never know, okay, which time is, this much time has gone. Third is a brainstorming is a technique that maximizes the ability to generate new ideas. So basically, what is the purpose of a brainstorming? To get the new ideas, okay, on a particular topic, and that you have to become the facilitator. Assumptions of a brainstorming is the most important. Always these questions come, okay? What are the assumptions of brainstorming? Okay, listen carefully, understand carefully. This is the most important, guys. What are the assumptions of the brainstorming? अब देखो क्या है. Number 1, before starting any mental activity like questioning or discussion on some topic or idea, invariably there is a psychological block in one's mind. Are you agree with me? Right? Suppose you are delivering any discussions, any topics, and any things, hana, instantly. So you know that there is a psychological block in one's mind. Once, next line, once this initial block barrier is removed, mental energy or thoughts, ideas start flowing. Okay, once this state of mind is attained by the student, new ideas start coming to his mind. It is a stage of active thinking. Guys, if student is not active thinker, so it means you don't know, you are the responsible. Okay, they are not, they didn't develop the problem solving activity, decision making activity. They are not learning well because your method was not good, right? Learn this is the most important, right? Active thinking. Okay, you have to make your student as a active thinker. Okay, not the passive thinker who सोचेंगे बताएंगे क्या होगा, right? Active thinking basically. And how it is a, how this stage you can achieve it, you can achieve from this if you know about the brainstorming strategy. Because assumption has said to you, there is always a mental block. Okay, once this mental block is removed, mental energy or a thoughts, ideas start flowing. And when this stage is attained, new ideas start coming in his mind and person becomes active, right? Next, unhindered free flow expression of ideas gives a sense of a satisfaction to the learner student. The judgment or evaluations of the idea by the teacher or the peers in the class leads to the formation of a psychological blocks in student mind. Don't say, if the student is giving wrong answer, smile on the wrong answer. Okay, usko bolo shabash, okay, good. I tell you, one story. What happens, in one of the university, there is a one, my friend, he is the HOD of the university. Okay, guys. So what happened? So always, so we have a, very long associations from last 10 to 15 years. Okay. So at least, what happened 8-10 years back now, when he joined the, university after some times, he became the, HOD. He always used to say that, Lalit sir, I have got my, everything from my teacher. Okay. This thing from my teacher. So, when he came on the, became the, assistant professor, associate professor, and professor over there. So what happened? He started giving the lecture to the student of the higher classes and others. So suddenly what happened? After a, 5-8 years or 10 years, because he was saying that, yeah, I have learned everything from my teacher. What happened? He said that, Kada, these topics, my teacher was not good because, these topics, now today I'm learning that by my own effort. Okay. So I told him, you always praise to your teacher. You said that your teacher was good. Kada, really, Lalit, my teacher was very good. Okay. But you know what happened? If the, topic is not clear to me, and he always, even he was on that time, he was encouraging me. And today, I can give you the exact view of my teacher. My teacher was great. He was encouraging me, right? He was a great, you can say, the inspired teacher, right, guys? So guys, here I want to tell you that, okay, don't become the master of the content matter. If you are a good inspire, if you can inspire the class, if you can encourage your student, okay, this is also good for your student, right, guys? So the judgment or evaluations of the ideas by the teacher or the peers in the class leads to the formation of a psychological block in the student's mind. Okay, if the student is giving the wrong answer, let give the wrong answers. Okay, don't label that you have given a wrong answer. Sit on your chair. So guys, what happens? He or she feels insulting. Okay, so next time he cannot give the idea with the open mind. You are the person who have killed the reasoning power of the student, right? So now this thing you have come to know about the assumptions of a brainstorming, right? Now, what are the nature, characteristics, purposes of a brainstorming? Brainstorming means nature or characteristics or purposes to focus students' attentions on a particular topic, right? You have to ensure student has focused her attention on a particular topic, involve in that topic, ठीक है ना? उसको मतलब उस टॉपिक में ही मतलब वो they start discussing the topic, giving new ideas to generate particular ideas, to teach acceptance and respect for individual differences. Guys, here you have to give respect to the every person, because there are always a individual differences in the class now. Some students are not so good, some are average, below average. You have to give the acceptance and respect. That's why now you should have a patience. What is the full form of a teacher? The first T stands for the tolerance. You should have a tolerate. You have to sacrifice. You should have a patience to encourage the learner to take a risk in sharing their ideas and opinions. Next, to demonstrate to the student that their knowledge and abilities are valued and accepted. Okay, usko ehsaas karwao student ko कि whatever you are saying, it is valued and accepted. Give respect to the student. Students start learning, guys. Whatever happens, sometimes parents ask from the students, now what you have learned from the school. To if you are giving a good smile to your student, so with your smile he gets inspired and start learning. Smile is also a technique, right? It is a strategy, it is a technique. Even is giving a wrong answer, you are also accepting the wrong answer. Okay, to provide an opportunity for the student to share ideas and expand their knowledge by building on each other's, right? For example, how you have to give the smile on the wrong answer. I tell you, suppose you ask the question from the student, tell me the name of a capital of India. The capital of India is Delhi, for example, Hana? And mistakenly he said about the Mumbai. Don't say that you have given a wrong answer. You don't know about the capital of India. This is a very simple question. Sit on the chair. You are nalaik, this. No need to say, guys. Okay. Say about the student, beta, you have given the answer Mumbai. Mumbai, basically, it is a, under the, Maharashtra state. Okay. In a Mumbai, tell me about the Mumbai. Lot of things about the Mumbais. Okay. Anad, it can be one view, na? One view is that you have said that you have given a wrong answer, sit on the chair, you don't know the easy questions. Okay. The second view is that start giving of the Mumbai. Mumbai is a Bollywood place, all the pictures, all the movies, okay, all the shooting happens over there. There is a lot of industrial city and others. Start to actually okay, you can think that, okay, he doesn't know about the, capital of India, but he has come to know about the Mumbai. This is a teaching basically, because you have to give the knowledge to the student. Okay, who you are the persons to say that, label that is a good or not, right, guys? Basically, you have to give the knowledge. You have to draw out the best from the mind of the student, right? So next, nature or characteristics or a purpose of a brainstorming is that it is an intellectual activity. Maximum or all the students can participate. Each student gives their personal views, and each idea is neither right or nor wrong. Okay, so when you are adopting this brainstorming teaching strategy, so you have to take care of these all the things, right, guys? Next is a simulation, right, guys? So simulation is again, it is a long topic, guys. Okay, we will cover in the next lecture, right? It's a big topic. So today we finish on here on the brainstorming, right, guys? So we finished first teaching strategies in this topic. We talk about the teaching strategies, right? Definitions we have come to know, importance of teaching strategies we have come to know, and types of teachings may we have covered the brainstorming, and what are the assumptions are most important, assumptions of the brainstorming, and nature and characteristics of the brainstorming. Okay, in the next lecture we will cover simulations, role playing, and other teaching strategies, right, guys? So thank you so much for this lectures. Thank you, guys. So I'm going to stop the recording.